All right, welcome to another episode of Got a Problem podcast.
Woo! Let's go.
Has anyone got a problem this week?
I've got a problem.
Go on.
Go on then.
Chat to us.
So back in the good old days, when you wanted to go somewhere, you'd buy a ticket, you get a ticket, and you're in.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you buy a ticket, you have to tell them your address, your phone number, your email, your date of birth, your contact details. You have to tell them everything.
Your blood
then
type.
You have to create an account. Then you have to download a
Cat's
different
maiden
app
name.
just so you can get into the venue. And what? They're not gonna send me a happy birthday. Why have I given them all this information, all this faff? And then the next time you go there, you've deleted the app. You don't know you've already got an account. You give them all this information again for them to be like, oh, you've already got an account. You need to sign in again, and you can't remember it. And it's just an endless cycle on so many like irrelevant things. It's so long. It's
Silly.
so boring.
Silly.
I'm bored of it.
There's a specific app that does it in it. I don't want to hot them up too much because I use them a lot, but I know the one that you have to log in with your telephone number. Since when?
Yeah, but even like certain venues like the O2, I have to download the O2
O2
app for the venue, not even like O2 the broadcaster.
Do you miss getting physical tickets?
Nah,
Through the
but
post? Do you remember back in the day,
no.
you used to get tickets through the post? And be like, oh, it's here.
Because I'd
You see
lose
Ticket
it,
Master at the
so
top,
no.
top corner.
See, that was a bit exciting, but
I'm
like,
going.
yeah, having it on my phone. But like, why can't you just put it in my Apple Wallet, all good, or send me a QR code or whatever? It's just long, man.
Yeah. Send the tickets through and don't be long. I remember. Do you remember when they used to send them out? I remember I bought tickets to see Kesha. Yeah, it's like 14 at the time. I convinced my mum. My mum don't know shit about Kesha. I'm thinking, yeah, brilliant. I was gonna take my brethren now. We had the physical tickets, and then the brethren's Marge obviously has read the ticket. My mum went on reading shit and said under 18s must be accompanied by an adult. And if it was on a phone, then we wouldn't have clocked. So I think done the physical tickets, man. Didn't get to see Kesha.
My problem is, right, everyone listen up, yeah? It's quite serious about summer, right? I just feel like, why don't we have AC as a community? Now, listen, hear me out. I understand this country doesn't get hot all year round, but it does get hot every single summer. Why is the tube sweaty, crusty, hot, and I can't? My house? Do you know I've been trying to sleep the last 3 weeks? I haven't. I've got insomnia.
The central line
Thank
is
you.
genuinely
Thank
a
you.
sauna.
It's a line from hell.
It's
Thank you.
horrendous.
That's why it's red.
And even if you're just doing 5 minutes, you're sweaty all over.
It's not
It's
right.
disgusting, man.
But why don't they
Horrendous.
just,
Egyptian
why don't
brother
they
with a
just
towel.
get a little AC?
Lizzie Land did
They've
it?
got it on the Lizzie line, they've got it on the Thames link. Like, why don't they just get little cheeky AC? Why is everyone breathing on me as
Do you
well?
know what? If we do get AC, everyone's council tax bill is going to be like £4 a month.
Okay, but you know
The
what?
TFL charge.
But you know
You know
what?
what I mean? Yeah, I'm alright, man. I'll take my own fan. It's cool.
They always
right.
do like construction on the weekends. Could you at least put an AC in there whilst you're at work?
One fan, just one fan.
Please, like,
You're already working.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
that's it. That's it.
just a little one.
That's it.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Who else has got
Halas.
beef? Who else got beef this week?
I've got a problem.
Yeah,
actually.
go on.
Go on.
Larger.
Yeah, oh, he's been waiting to say
I've
this
been
one
waiting
as
to
well.
say this.
Oh yeah.
To the person
Oh,
that
so
broke into my Airbnb and stole my passport.
Oh.
Suck your mum yesterday, suck your mum today, suck your mum tomorrow, and next week, and next month.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Thank
that's
you
a
very
problem.
much.
Okay, that's a problem.
real
That's
problem.
a real problem.
Is that why you had that light blue thing? The light
Yes,
blue.
it's
Is
called,
that?
it's called an
Oh, I thought we
emergency
had the new
passport.
Sorry.
It wasn't.
I
It
don't know.
wasn't a Tiffany and Co. passport. It wasn't a Tiffany blue.
emergency
Yeah, riding
one.
around with a Tiffany blue type passport. Someone broke into my Airbnb and stole my passport.
I've got a serious question. What are they doing with the passport?
It goes on the black market.
Yeah.
And they can
Yeah.
sell it. Do you know
Okay.
a passport is worth like 5 to 10k?
Okay, good to know. See, this is the things I
They
need to know.
forge it. They can take out credit card loans. They
Oh,
can
wow,
do so
a
much with
lot.
your
Yeah,
information.
smuggle people.
Do a lot with it.
Someone could steal that.
Do you know how I
identity.
found out as well? We were on our way out, and then you like, you know me, innit? Like I just, you just check your stuff before heading out. Like, oh,
Yeah,
I want
don't
to make
check
sure
your
I've got it
check.
for peace of mind.
Yeah.
Why am I touching my bag? Just quite light. Open it. And my brothers are like, oh, you probably lost it, man. So there's definitely someone in the room.
Yeah.
5-10 minutes go by, and he's like, do you know what? I haven't seen my passport as well in a while. Then his one gets taken. My third friend as well was like, do you know what? You're right. I haven't seen my passport in a minute. Goes back to his room, searching for it. We all link in the corridor. Gone.
Just your passport.
Just passports. I had cash beside my bedside table. Didn't get taken.
Because it's not valuable to
My
them.
friend got his laptop. Didn't get taken.
Yeah.
In and out, they just wanted a passport.
Oh my god.
But you know what?
That's
It's so common. My friend told me a story the other
Just
day
passports.
that she was in like a hotel on holiday with her boyfriend sleeping in bed. So she opened her eyes and there was a man just there. And then he ran out when he obviously had come to steal something, but like she had woken up and he was just there, and then he saw her and then ran out. Sorry.
That's my worst nightmare.
Yeah,
That is a horror show.
new nightmare.
Yeah,
You
that's
open
the
your
worst
eyes. Imagine you
nightmare.
opened your eyes as well as a woman. It's like you open your eyes and a man's at the end of your bed.
Can
God
I just say?
forbid.
Can I just say to the people going to Spain as well? Like, you're not a fool if your passport gets stolen. It's just be vigilant. Because when I went to the UK
Yeah.
embassy
Not
to
hide
collect
it.
the emergency passport, there was an entire family with daughters. All their passports got taken. It's like,
So did you have a safe in your Airbnb, or was where was
nothing.
nothing?
It was nothing.
Okay,
Yeah,
Do you know what
that's
my
the problem.
Fair.
That's
My
the
spirit's
problem.
telling me this. It's an inside job, you know,
It is.
Somebody linked
the
to the
person.
Airbnb
The
for
person in
sure.
the Airbnb is definitely in on it.
for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure.
Because
Oh
we went to the police
gosh.
and they were like, "You're telling me the door wasn't forced open." Of course he's in on it.
There we go. 110%, man. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
So
wow.
I never lose my passport.
Yeah, man.
Never.
Oh, I've got a problem. Right. If I'm gonna see you that day, yeah, and you've not met, by the time I wake up, I don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing.
Oh, I hate that.
Long day. Like, where am I? I won't leave my house. Don't make me come and have to shout you. We'll just. If it's a day where if it's carnival, or if it's like wireless, or one of those big events where we're just whatever, fine. But if we're going out for lunch and you've not told me, but what the hell do you think this is? Like,
You need to get ready. You need
Do
to
you know what I'm
plan.
saying?
Am I going down the road? Am I going across
yeah,
London? Yeah.
I need mental preparation. Is it local? Is it where does gym fit in? Where does eating breakfast fit in? Don't shout me on the day an hour before. Long day. I've got a problem with that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Certain, and it's always certain people as
Yeah.
well. It's never like,
Repeat offenders.
yeah.
Repeat offender.
And you always leave it long enough that you forget they're like this, and then it happens again. You're like,
And then
this is
that's
why
why
we
I'm
don't
like-
eat lunch together.
And that's why I'm putting you on ice for another 6 months. Long day, man. Yeah, don't do that.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Got a Problem podcasts. Whether you got a problem with pop culture, political movements, your friends, your family, your missus, you've come to the right place. We are your lovely hosts. I will start. My name is Max. You might know me online for talking about music and all kinds of good stuff. To my right,
Hi, my name's Kim. Oh, Kimberly Cumberbatch to
You
be
in
exact. Actually, can we just have a little round of applause for my
yeah,
rebrand?
Kimberly Cumberbatch.
Kimberly Cumberbatch.
welcome back, Kim.
Thank you, Kimberly Cumberbatch is here.
Yes.
You might know me from being Kimberly Possible. Not anymore. I chat things on TikTok, and I've got a podcast called Got a Problem with Kim. No, it's not called that. It's called Out of Office with Kim.
Amir got a podcast called Last of Real. Let me repeat that. 3, 2, 1. Hi, my name's Amir. I got a podcast called Last of the Real, where I talk a lot of crap. Thank you very much. I love you lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The king of counting. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Isra. I'm an award-winning radio presenter. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
My hand hurts.
And raw, red up. Also, radio presenter, funny girl. Love you so much. Thanks for coming back.
Love that.
Love.
All right, producers, what you got for us this week?
So this week, first thing on the chart is advances in medicine and technology for extending life.
Someone my age has much fewer days ahead than behind them. And these days ahead do not look very bright for someone in their 50s, and certainly for someone in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. And the longer I live, and the more research that I see, and the results that are coming out from not just my group of 20 scientists at Harvard, but around the world, including here in the UAE, tells us that this change in medicine is coming. It's really no longer an if, it's really a question of when. We were visiting G42 and the Emirati Genome Project folks today and yesterday. And what I know is that through the development of genomic technology, which the UAE is very advanced in, I would say probably the leading country in the world in genetics, but also advancements in artificial intelligence and the ability to read the structures of the cell in atomic detail, that these combined technologies will advance medicine so fast that none of us in this room can imagine what life will be like in the near future. I'm also here to tell you that there's been a really remarkable discovery made by one of my students, actually, Wan Cheng Lu. He's now 30 years old, and when he was about 27, he made what I think is one of the most remarkable discoveries of a lifetime. What he discovered, as I'll tell you today, is that there is a backup copy of youth in every cell in our bodies. What does this mean for us? It means that if you see somebody who's old and frail and sick, you should not think of them as old. You should look at them as though they have a corrupted software that needs to be reinstalled. And in my lab, we are learning now how to do that.
That's mad. I didn't know that the Emirates was like #1 country in gene science, though. That's like, they've done pretty well in the last couple of years to like be #1 there, but that's crazy.
Could someone actually just summarize what just happened there? What are they saying what are they doing?
So basically, they're making discoveries on how you can
Live for
generate
longer.
those cells and back them up and extend your life expectancy.
Yeah.
I just think, I
don't know what
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know what they'd actually have to do, like whether it's like, oh, you need to take some medicine, or they have to like do some.
He
surgery
said something
or
about there is
to
a cell in your
revitalize
body.
the cells.
I think for me, I think like when it's your time, it's your time. I do feel that way, but I also like, I don't think kids should pass away and stuff. If they could do something for them, but great. But I do think when you get older and stuff, it's the natural way that you should pass on. You've lived your life, you've left a legacy, or you haven't, and now it's time to crack on and pass on to the next part of life.
Yeah, if it's like, if they can use this to maybe like perhaps cure certain diseases,
Yeah,
or like
I'm here for
like
that.
living longer by preventing causes of
Early
death in like I'm with that.
But not just like being.
I wouldn't mind living long, but I'm not
150.
trying to live. Yeah, like if I touch 100, I'm happy. Like I can go. I can go.
Yeah.
Is there really much need for older than 100-year-olds? Like,
We don't have enough space on the planet for people to live longer.
but like, are they gonna be like young and youthful if they've got these new cells?
I don't know if anyone's like heard of the blue zones or what the blue
Yes,
zones
I have,
are.
yeah.
Right, so there are zones, right, areas on the planet where the average life expectancy is considerably higher than the rest of the world. I'm talking average like life expectancy is 100 and above. One of those places is in Japan. I think it's Okinawa in Japan. Another one of them is in southern Italy, and it's a show on Netflix. I really recommend it because it's sick. And this guy, he's an older American athlete. He was a triathlete back in the day, and he visits these areas and he finds out why are people in these areas living longer than, for example, in the USA or the UK or Mexico, who all have like shorter lifespans, for example, or really unhealthy diets. And he found out that it's a way of life. So these people generally eat whole foods or like superfoods. So in Japan, they were eating purple sweet potatoes a lot. All of these zones had a form of exercise or movement built into their lifestyle. So his point was, no, we as humans, we actually can live long if we have a lifestyle that is conducive to that. You can't eat crap and eat like processed food your whole life and then come and now ask a doctor, I think, to like regenerate your cells to be young again.
Yeah, can you like
Well,
just
you've
put a
not
chip
looked
on my
up-
back just so I can live longer?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't
so
need
I
that.
think it's like, and this is great. And I think this type of medicine is brilliant when it's helping people, for example, young children who you have a disease that is, for example, eating away at your cells, or kids that get MS. Like, what the fuck is that? But like, for the average person, I think that like science just needs to go back to, and society needs to go back to a place where work isn't stressing us. Work isn't our whole life. We have the ability. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those things that allow you to live
100%.
longer over investing
Just
billions
that,
in science.
And I think that's way more sustainable as
Yeah,
well than
100%.
that, because that's just a matter of education and I don't know,
Lifestyle as well.
lifestyle,
For sure.
and perhaps supermarkets
Yeah.
taking more awareness to it. But I feel like this will be for the super wealthy. I don't feel like this will be accessible.
I agree with what you're saying though. My granddad, he's like 97. He lives in Jamaica in Yard, and him in comparison to a 97-year-old you see down in Peckham, very different. Very, very different. It's also the way of life, like the quality of food, as you're saying, a much more chilled, less pressure. See when you're in Jamaica, you go to Jamaica, I walk like I'm in London. People are like, why are you going so fast? Everyone there is walking slowly, chilling, because they don't have all the pressures of this hellhole that we call the UK. And I feel like for them, like they're actually like, obviously, like how they are inside is so much different to us. When you think about the human body and problems in this country, stress is such a big impact on your gut health linked to stress. And then what is stressing you? The things that happen in society, the government, blah, blah, blah. Basically, long story short, this country will kill.
I've like been referred to a cardiologist at 26 because of stress. That's not friggin' normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
If I didn't live in the UK and had the stresses in the, I don't think,
Yeah.
no, I don't think that
It's
would have been the
true.
case,
It's
right?
true.
So,
But going back to that, I still don't. The blue zone, that sounds cool. I still don't think that humans should be 150. Like, I think when you're, I feel like we should still pass on. Can't live forever. And I do think there's a bit of an obsession with living forever and all this stuff. And I just think you have one life, live it to the absolute maximum, and then boom, done. If you have kids, you pass it on. Da da da. I don't know, like if this came around now. So I'll say I was like 92. I don't know if I'd want it. I don't know if I'd want to live for another 40 years in this hellhole.
50 though.
50.
And the guy was like, you shouldn't look at them old. Brother, the guy is crumbling right now.
you say he's crumbling.
Where is he?
Don't see him as an old person. He just needs a software update.
He actually said that.
He
Don't
needs
look
to
at them as old.
reinstall.
iOS 49.
Brother, you need AA batteries or something, because goddamn.
Crazy. Yeah,
You're
that was
insulting.
wild. He was wild for that. I can't
Yeah.
lie.
Hey, man.
So he just needs a software update, bro.
Bro, the guy's old, man. Come on.
At least
bro.
he's not ageist, right?
Yeah.
We've concluded that.
Yeah,
he's not
yeah,
ageist.
he's
But he also has to say that in his little speech. He's got to say something, but also be realistic, darling.
The next one is representation for children.
When they rang me to say that I was her ambassador, I just cried. My management team was like, oh my gosh. I've been 11 years blind now, and it's just my reality. It's my everyday. It's my normal. You know, I lost my eyesight when I was 17 years old, and I didn't have any representation. The American Foundation for the Blind and also the RNIB in the UK have had a lot of consulting for blind Barbie, how she dresses, whether she wears like tactile clothes. She's just gorgeous and textured. She's actually got Velcro on the back of her lovely clothes, and it's also high colour contrast for people who are visually impaired, just to be able to, you know, dress her. And also she's got a long white cane, of course. Now, you know, nearly 12 years later, finally on someone else's day one, when they're losing their eyesight, they can see themselves in the most popular doll in the world, and that just gives me shivers.
Sick.
I like Barbie for that.
That's so wholesome.
I love this lady, by the way.
Yeah, she's sick. She's sick.
She's sick.
I mean, representation, yeah, it shouldn't just be for adults. You need to think about kids, right? If they can't see themselves in, like, let's say, future like positions and stuff, jobs and stuff, they're not going to go for them.
Yeah.
And Barbie's a great example because for ages there were only ever white Barbies. There were only white Barbies. So like even little black kids, little brown kids are playing with white Barbies. And what does that do to your psyche? What does that tell you about your self-worth and how you see yourself? So I think representation from a really young age is really important. I feel like if I had seen more black women being presenters and doing all these types of things when I was younger, that might have made me think, well, I always thought I could do what I want, but that was because my mum was really giving me like self-absorption is things. But I think if I had more more positive representation growing up, it might have shaped what I had did and where I had gone. So I think we should be definitely starting from a really young age, and I think it does start with toys. But we're in a calm place now. There are so many different types. There's Barbies in wheelchairs, there's Barbies with vitiligo, there's plus size Barbies. That like, to be fair, Barbie like kind of killing it, and Bratz.
Shout out to Barbie.
I think it's even more important for it to be a thing for children because they don't have a subconscious bias or anything. They don't know. So for them to grow up with that, I think is so important because that will carry on to the next generation. Because like we grew up and then suddenly we're like, why were there no black Barbies actually? As soon as you come to an age where you realize that, whereas if you grow up with it, I think it's very important. So big up Barbie for that.
There's a documentary, a Barbie one, and there's a bit in it, I think, where these two kids are like, they're sitting down and the cast person asks them like which Barbie is better looking, and they choose the white one. And it's like things like that. Those things stick with you from a very, very, very young age. Like we should be helping the kids so that they grow up to be confident and know that anyone can do whatever they want. It doesn't matter skin color, size, disability, doesn't matter anything. You can be, but I do think we're in a better space. We're in a better, like the generation below us, they're in a way better space than we were, I think. And then our parents, Lord.
I mean, of course, I haven't read children's book in a while, but I'm sure like they're probably developed now, innit? Where like
They're
new stories.
sick now.
Yeah. Like not even just through toys, but I mean like even through that picture books.
There are a lot of books that are good for kids who are mixed race. So they'll have books that's like My Mum's White, and they explore culture, which I think would have helped a lot of my mixed race friends growing up who didn't know what side to choose. And I think that's really good to open conversations as well for kids about race, because for some parents they didn't even know how to have those conversations with them. So
just through storytelling. Perfect.
How How do you feel like, obviously this is centered around Barbie specifically, and children's books could be centered around any gender of child, but do you feel like there's any disparity between like male sex oriented toys and representation compared to female?
Yeah, well, because I think like it's still a lot of boys toys are very like they're based like the premise is on like masculinity, so you get like the guns and stuff. So I don't know if it's necessarily them seeing who they are in the toy as opposed to maybe seeing like the masculinity and the macho-ness. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it's like you won't, you know,
cars, action figures, trains.
Yeah,
like it's all...
do you know what I'm saying? It's not like Action Man. I remember I used to get Barbie and my brother used to get Action Man. Actually, for the Arab kids, I also used to get a Fuller. Do you remember Fuller? Fuller was like hijabi Barbie that they sold in the Middle East. Yeah. So and that was from when we were kids. So that was always about. But in the UK, you couldn't get it, right? But with the Action Man, he just had like camo paint and kind of looked a bit like tanned, brownish. Didn't really know where to place him. Or you get the little army toys. So I think that like for boys, it's actually the issue is more about be a tough guy and do things that are bullshit loud. Where it's actually like if boys want to play house and do the cooking and get them a Barbie, get them and let him do his hair. It's nice.
But you're right. True. When we were growing up, toys were very gendered, even in terms of colours. Pink, blue.
Packaging
pink,
as
blue,
well.
Pink, blue, yeah. But I do think now I see a lot more kids where like, for example, when Frozen came out, boy children were getting involved. Do you know what I mean? And little girl childs like Spider-Man. They like the Marvel universe because it's, you know, it's for everybody. But when we were growing up, it was like literally my brother had Action Men, I had Bratz and My Scene, and it was very, and I had an Easy Bake Oven. Preparing me for what? To kill people with my cooking. Like, do you know what I mean? So it was very gendered, but I do think it's getting better now. But I think that's also because parents are more conscious of what they're buying their kids. I think that's just what it is now. But I think we still got a long way to go. Like, let's be honest, we still have gendered the blue and the yellow clothing and whatever. It's a bit nonsense, really.
It's true. I think that we do need more. We need to push more in the middle. Like I was playing with my niece and nephew on the weekend, and we were playing with the Harry Potter ones. I was like, "This is good. Everyone's got a wand. We're all in the same playing field. It's calm. I like it." But yeah, growing up, it definitely wasn't that. I remember even my sister playing with the, you know, when you could like do the hair, like you just got like a doll's head. Play with the hair. I remember being like,
banged.
Why am I never gonna play with that? I know because I never saw it as a gendered thing. But I was like. It's just long hair. I was like, I want to play with it, but it was in my sister's room, so it weren't mine.
All right, next on the charts, we have predictive policing.
Can artificial intelligence keep us safe without compromising our privacy? Predictive policing uses AI to analyze data and forecast potential criminal activities, aiming to prevent crime before it happens. While this sounds promising, it raises significant ethical concerns. Critics argue that it can lead to biased policing, profiling, and invasion of privacy. Proponents believe it's a powerful tool to enhance public safety. Should AI decide who might commit a crime?
What if one day I'm minding my own business playing PlayStation and a SWAT team just barges in my room?
That's exactly what would happen. But my thing is, how does that help? How does that help random crime? You know, people just go out and do mad stuff. How do you predict that? Because you can't. And they're obviously going to target specific groups because they already do it now, obviously. Every black man walking down the street, they're going to be saying, we've predicted that you're going to sell crack. And then what? Also, how can you arrest someone if they've not done anything? Unless it's like they've actually, there's a plan and blah, blah, blah. But what?
Isn't it a waste of time on them as well? It's like, you shouldn't even be here right now.
They're not even where you need them to be anyway. So
I studied a lot of like crime in my degree in terms of like looking at the data of it. So really diving into the data, and it will tell you the same thing as like the predictive thing if you were to like divide it by demographics and stuff. But the point of like the studies of it was to get to the root of the problem, and I think that's what you should use this for, to be like, okay, cool. If it's this demographic or in this area, don't be like, oh, let's use this data to catch them. Use this data to be like, well, how can we stop this? Like, you shouldn't be using this to police. You should be using it to prevent. Like,
but they don't care about prevention.
Exactly.
They care about intervention.
It's wasted.
So
like, it was like when they did the stop and search, and it was proven to be for profiling. It's like, well, instead of thinking about why are we stop and searching the black kids, like think about what can we do to like flip the data the other way, so there's no like.
They're just idiots.
It doesn't skew any type of way. But I don't think we have the funds or the care to do that.
They don't, emphasis on the care. They don't give a shit. They don't, like, you see this AI policing, like, who will that benefit is my question.
The police whose numbers are going up. Like, and it shouldn't be like that.
Well, Also, AI doesn't spawn out of nowhere, right? You have humans that inform AI, and humans are biased. So there's no way that you can have AI for when I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do in the gym. Chat GPT, can you write me a gym plan? Brilliant. But to crime, get a grip.
The moral of the story is that's just not a good idea.
Hell no.
Obviously, it's definitely going to be a lot of racism and a lot of discrimination fueling that. Obviously, and as I said, you can't actually arrest people if they haven't done anything.
Yeah.
So how does that help? How does that help randomized
It's only
crime?
gonna lead to profiling. Isn't it?
Exactly. I feel like cool. If you're like stopping someone and you bring them to the house and they've got a master plan, they were gonna kidnap 52 people. Yeah, cool. But
Great, got it.
them man that are just walking on the street think, do you know what? Tomorrow I'm just gonna slice up everyone. What about them?
Yeah.
What about them? How you gonna catch them?
Yeah.
I just hate
That's the thing. The
everybody.
data can be useful at
No, at
actually
certain
doing
points,
something
yeah.
like really
Yeah.
good, like in targeting like
People who are plotting.
Yeah.
I think cool.
But
everybody else.
it's the everyday use of it is going to be terrible.
And this is the thing, like, why? Oh my gosh, we don't need this.
Yeah.
Focus on the problems at hand. What the hell? Why are we trying to make new things? Focus on the problem at hand. As you said, focus on prevention. You're defunding every youth club left, right, and centre. Put some money into that. Put some money into care of the kids. Put some money into mental health of children. Like,
Yeah.
let's do something positive. I hate everybody.
I think when I was doing my research, or something like 14 different police forces in the UK do use this or have been known to use this.
How do they do that?
I want the
though?
results
How,
now.
And the
100,
stats
100,
will also tell you that when it
100.
comes to violent crime, white men have a higher likelihood of committing violent crime. Non-violent crimes, i.e. crimes of necessity, where people are broke, stealing shit because they're broke, or selling drugs because they're broke, and they don't really have much career prospects because, like Kim's saying, like the government's defunded shit. Then non-violent crimes, okay, cool, but it's bullshit.
All right, so the next one is blocking your parents.
Ooh.
I did that once, you know.
I mean, I block my mum though.
You do what?
I block my mum.
How?
On WhatsApp.
How?
I block her so
I'm
she
not trying to
can't.
find
What
out.
do you mean?
the answer to
She
your story.
phone you though, innit?
Mm.
Oh no! If you block
She can go through my sister if it's that
Yeah.
important.
If your decision in life is to put a boundary where the person who is meant to be your parent isn't fulfilling their duty and is actually harming you, block it and block it. What did that lady say? Block on Instagram, block on WhatsApp, block on Facebook, block her. And she made a point. Big up Rado, actually. That lady's a G. If your parents aren't being good parents and they're actually causing you harm and it's for your mental health, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
calm.
Yeah.
I think that's calm.
It was. She didn't do anything. It was just
Yeah.
it's privacy. You know,
I think
Avoid
that's-
the
I think
I don't want to see
that's
someone be like, "The fuck is this?"
Yeah. Team. I hear that.
I think that's fine. I think that's absolutely
yeah.
fine. If you want to block your parents on Instagram, TikTok, I think you can block whoever you want. Like, your parents are people too. And also, blocking is not the final thing. It's temporary. You can block your mum for one day because she was chatting bare. And then unblock her tomorrow.
Just
Like,
just sending emails now.
I don't think it's that deep. And I think people always do this, like, one size fits all for parenthood. Like, people have, as you said, incompetent parents. So if that's a relationship you have with your parents, that's a relationship you have. It's not like you killed them. Like,
It's
blocking's calm.
interesting. Yeah, I think you're right in that you blocking your mum is not the same as me blocking my mum and vice versa.
Yeah,
That's
it's
where
not.
like
Different
people might respond
relationships.
differently. But like in my situation, my mum loves social media, even though she has no idea how to use it. I couldn't block her because she'd be so upset.
Big up
And-
Max's mum, man.
Yeah.
Big up
Big
Max's
up my
mum.
mum,
Yeah,
man.
fair.
And yeah, like.
But
my
you
mum-
also don't feel like you need to, so that you don't. My mum watches all my stuff. She comments on everything, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But I ain't got nothing to hide. And
My
also-
mum only
yeah.
wants to support. She wants to get it, and the stuff she can't get, I'm like, I don't even know how I'm gonna explain this to you, but I'll never block her for it. It's just like
Yeah.
Even on my
don't
pod
worry,
as well,
mum.
she'll like and comment, but one day she just turned to me and be like, "Amir, like I like her stuff, but I don't understand what they're saying." So I'm like, "Mum, just keep doing that.
To be fair though, on
Just
on
dab
blocking your
twice.
mum,
Just
Dab
dab
twice,
twice, it's
khalas.
fine.
Move on."
just swipe up. No, but to be fair, with blocking your mum or making the fact that I know I'll never block my mum, I also know that I'll never make content that I'll be ashamed of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I always
yeah,
want to
yeah,
make
yeah.
content that I'm like
Yeah, 100%.
I'm passionate about or care about. In which case, I won't go down any of the like
Yeah.
clout chasing whatever type of content that if I wouldn't want my mum to see it, why am I making it? Kind of thing.
But it doesn't necessarily have to be like you're making like bad content, or like some people's parents are just very, very conservative in every way, and maybe they don't even want to see you even doing get ready with me video. Like it could even be as simple as that. Everyone's parents are different. Do you know what I mean?
True.
My mum is like, load up the clothes, tag the brand so we can get free stuff. But some people's parents might be like, why are you getting dressed online? So it just literally depends on your parents. But I just think in summary, like, it's up to you. Everyone has their own relationship with people. Who are we to dictate whether you should block someone or not?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, block who you want. It's your space.
Hey, if you want to get involved with Word on the Cubs community, then click the link in the description below to get more opportunities like this.
Outside of social media, how do you feel about the notion of respect to your elders?
I believe I'm gonna get a box for this. I believe respect is earned at the end of the day. However, I'm still like respectful to people who are older than me in a normal everyday way. But also, if you disrespect me, that we're not cool. I'm not gonna still be hey like bottom line. But I think some people, it depends how you was raised. Some people take the respect to a very, very high level. But I'm still very much of like, if you disrespect me, I would never like punch up an old lady. I mean, I would never punch up anybody. But like, I wouldn't then still keep trying to make something work with you. Like, respect is earned, in my opinion, like regardless of age. You should respect me and vice versa. It should be a two-way street, but that's just my...
For me, it's like there's a bar of respect. You get an amount of respect, which is obviously high. Like, especially if you're like maybe a relative or you know someone, whatever. Like, I'll respect you, but then if you're being a prick, you've lost my respect.
100%.
And you can't get that back, but yeah.
I think what I would say is I would never be intentionally rude to someone who's older than me. That's where my respect is. Like, even if I can't stand you, I would never cuss out someone who's old, like someone who's like a older figure. But like,
So you don't keep age in mind, because I never keep age in mind.
I do. So like, what I'm saying is like, I would
like
never
like,
be a 70-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, I would just like, we're done.
Yeah.
But a 25-year-old, you can get it. But someone who's like 70, 80, I would never, because it's just, that's, I think, the respect thing of like, you're older, you just do your thing. And also, you're not my age mate. You're actually not my age mate. You and my mum can scrap then, if that's the case.
Respect has to be earned at the end of the day. So it's like, if I go on a train one time, some old dude is like being disrespectful, like I don't know whether I'll be disrespectful back. I'll probably just keep my calm and just... Usually I'm just a quiet guy. I'm just like...
This is what I'm saying. You wouldn't start arguing with a 70-year-old. You just like, because you just think you're 70.
But these days in London, you're just like, do you know what? All right, have a good day.
On your
These
bike.
days.
That's true.
On your bike.
Yeah. Them ones, it's like, all right, man.
It's like if an older person like pushed me out the way so they can walk past me on the tube, it's like fair. If
It's
a
not
younger
fair.
person,
It's not
no,
fair,
but like,
but you wouldn't push them back.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'll just let it pass. Like,
Yeah.
Whereas if a kid did it to me, I'd be like, what are you doing? I'll say something. Like,
If a kid pushed me on the train, I wouldn't do anything. I'd be very upset. I talk to his parent, be like, look at your kids.
All right, that's it for this week's charts. Let's play Get It or Got a Problem.
Wait.
It's actually my favorite segment.
Same.
Mine is a dialogue.
This is my favorite
This
segment.
is mine.
I'm always looking forward to this part.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I've got complaining in restaurants.
Define complaining, though.
Yeah,
There's a way about it.
complaining.
Yeah,
You
there's
gotta
no-
be respectful.
I'll say I actually complain a lot in restaurants because I've got a lot of intolerances and allergies, and they always take the piss. Like, not take the piss, they just don't take it seriously. They'll say something's not in something, then something is in something, and I'm just thinking you could kill people. So like, I'm always respectful. I would never start screaming at someone, but I do have to emphasize that like, this is very serious, and people don't take food allergies seriously. So I complain often because they lie. Yeah, they lie a lot. So I get it.
You know those memes of like when like a man's out with his girl and the girl's like the one that's like telling the waiter, no, he didn't want tomato in his burger.
I love them ones.
That's definitely me. I'm like,
And the
if
man's
some
just
like
there
birthday dinner, what did they not put? Was you meant to have broccoli? Sorry, excuse me, she didn't have any broccoli.
Yeah,
Like, do you know what I
do that
mean?
as well,
Like,
my friends.
that's fine.
My friends hate when I do that to them.
Yeah, it's a very Arab thing though. It's
They hate it.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a very thing.
They start to feel a little bit awkward, a bit like, Emir, please, don't. Like, it's fine.
Some people get
I'm
so
not-
awkward with stuff like that.
Why?
So awkward.
The
Because
anxiety.
it's like confrontation. It's a level of a vibe.
Yeah.
Some people hate
Oh
them.
my god, it's a
Can I just say
conversation.
something as well? My friends also walk out when I'm about to tell the waiter I don't want to pay for service charge.
Why
They
don't
get
you?
up and walk
Whoa. Oh.
Why don't
See,
you pay
the
service
service
I got a
charge-
problem with that.
Well, see the service charge. If it's a big group or it's a birthday, calm. If
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
popping out on a Tuesday
Yeah, yeah.
and all you've done is bring my pasta to the table, wallahi allow it, man.
No, I do.
Allow
No,
it.
let me make it clear. I do pay service charge, but if there's been a problem with my meal and you still expect a service
You know,
charge,
that's fine.
brother.
It's
Brother.
just like that's an opportunity for them to rectify it. And if
They
they
should
if
take
they
it
do a
off.
good job, then it's like, yeah, take my service charge. I'll
Yeah,
pay for it.
100.
For me, it's like I've worked in a restaurant, like
Same.
all sides of it, in the kitchen, back of house, front of house, waiting. I've done it all,
Cool.
so I kind of know like I know what customers I hate. Because like if you got a problem with it, but you act like it's my fault that like
Yeah.
and it's but you just gotta be like,
Yes,
oh, I'm so sorry,
man.
boss. Like I ordered chips instead of sweet corn, something like that. Like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's calm. It's an easy fix. If it's no problem. Like that's
Yeah.
how you gotta go about it. Even if it's like, listen, I ordered this. It's fine. I'll have this. Don't worry. Like it's all good.
Yeah.
Then maybe it's like maybe take it.
I can just imagine Max with a look at April like, hey, this is Max. I'll be taking your order.
I can imagine you back
Bro,
around.
I think
done
you'd
it
be
all.
running things,
I've
bro.
done it all, man.
I think you'd be running
Yeah.
things.
You can see all them rollerblades as well. You know the car park in America.
I haven't done that. Okay.
Doing a
I've not done
backflip.
that.
yeah.
Mixing silver and gold jewelry.
What the hell?
Sure, it's all good for me.
Do what you want,
Have I
wear
got
what you
silver?
want.
No,
You
I
can
got
do
gold.
two-tone. I've got a watch that's silver
I
and
didn't
gold.
realize that was a problem.
I only have a problem for me because I'm just a silver babe.
You're a silver babe.
I only wear silver.
Oh, I'm a gold.
What you got on
I'm a
top?
little gold
A little
person.
nose ring.
Silver, silver, silver,
Earrings
silver.
have you got?
Okay, don't worry about that. I'm a silver.
Necklace,
I'm a silver girl. I'm a silver babe always. I usually have rings on, but clearly I forgot them today. But I got a problem for me. For you, do you want? Can give two monkeys.
What if someone bought you gold jewelry?
I would think you don't know me very well. That's what I would think. I think you don't.
You wouldn't try it? You
I
wouldn't be
love
like,
gold,
"Grab a
man.
piece?"
I love
No,
gold.
because it's just not my
the
aesthetic.
Islamic community will come after me, but goddamn.
Oh, you're a man in it.
Yeah, man.
Bloody.
Is he a man?
As a Muslim man.
Is he a
you got-
man?
As a Muslim man, you're not supposed to wear gold.
Why?
Because, and do you know why the scientific reason is as a man, it can actually lead to infertility. Like the deposits
Yeah.
generally can actually
Real
lead-
gold, yeah.
Yeah. As a man can lead to, so Muslim men aren't allowed to wear gold. They're
still
only
rock it.
supposed to wear silver.
Look at you, got gold hanging out.
Still got,
Jeez.
Do you see what I'm saying? But Muslim
Wait, but is
like, scientifically,
so
actually-
scientifically that's the thing about wearing gold,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
it's just
For
the-
anyone though.
no, in
No,
Muslim men.
But it's
No,
just the.
but
wait, just for
yeah.
oh men.
But as a
infertility
Muslim
makes
woman,
sense.
we're.
But as a
bruv.
why has only the Muslim community picked up on that then?
I don't. There's a
That's-
lot of things that
that's
we.
what
There's
I'm
a lot of
asking.
things that we picked up on that a lot of people didn't. Man. There's
Yeah, that's
welcome to a beautiful
interesting.
thing called Islam.
Yeah, thank you for that.
The possible spermatoxicity of gold.
It's like
and
I'm a-
yeah, there we go.
It's like I'm a silver man.
See?
Yeah, it's.
But I
It's
love-
not silver, right?
I
Silver's
love
cool.
Silver's
gold.
calm.
Silver's cool.
Silver's calm.
I love
Silver's
silver.
good.
Silver's calm.
Silver's
But
Silver
gold,
just shines.
running for public transport. I don't like doing it. Do you know what? Like, I can't do it. I know how I look like when I run in it. When you're well endowed, I can't run in public, bruv. I can't. It's a long way. Especially if you miss the bus now. I'm not doing it,
It's
man.
embarrassing, yeah.
It's embarrassing if you
yeah.
miss.
But
the thing
sometimes
is,
you have to do it.
if you
though.
get it, then you've disappeared and people have forgotten you.
Yeah.
I've done that thing where you try to run for the train, but it goes off, so you try to keep it cool. You're just like, oh.
What
you
I
gotta
do is
style
if
it
I'm
out.
running
Yeah,
for the
style
bus,
it out,
if
yeah.
I'm running for the bus and I know I'm gonna miss it, I just keep running.
Being friends with the opposite sex.
I've got big joking. I'm fine. That's weird. That's a weird one. What do you mean?
Oh, you have not put yours up yet.
I will say though, being a woman, there are a couple times where the man them will be friends to try a thing, innit? Like,
Yeah.
and I don't, and you clock it from afar. I'll just say that, but otherwise, what's the issue? Get over it.
I've got a problem to a certain extent.
Do tell.
You know when they get too comfortable?
What?
You
Can I just
know
say
man
something?
them though, innit?
Can I just say something?
I know man
We're
them.
actually all friends here. So what are you really saying?
No, I can allow.
You can allow.
Friends
You
with
ain't
opposite
his
sex is
friend.
absolutely fine. It's just like if I'm in a relationship, but then introduce my friends, that's a problem. Or is that something completely different?
If you're in a relationship, what? Sorry.
If we're in a relationship
Yeah.
and then my man them get too close,
You don't like that?
no man,
I love that.
no man.
I want my friends to be friends with my partner. That's nice.
I think it's a case by case basis. Like,
Yeah,
if
no,
you feel
be
certain way
friends.
about
I'm not
a
saying
certain
don't be
person
friends,
and a
be
certain girl,
friends.
Then it's like, yeah, but I'm cool with it.
Same. I ain't got a problem. I get it.
That's it for Get It or Go Problem. Now we're going to move on to some of the audience's problems. Me and my brother's girlfriend are super close. However, I recently caught him cheating. It's been a month and he still hasn't told her. I feel so bad because I want to tell her, but he is my brother. So it's potentially either our relationship ruined or theirs. What should I do?
Oh my, first of all, you go into your brother's room and you've done his dance, yeah? I want you to slap him on the back of his neck so hard that your grandma actually calls you and goes, I've heard something. That's what I need. No, yeah, do you know what I mean? I need ancestral slappings, number one, because your brother needs to know that cannot run, okay? Then you say to him, ultimatum, you tell her by tomorrow or I will. Get a little something out of it in the meantime. Do you know what I mean? Blackmailing, bruv. Do what you need to do, but that girl needs to know by tomorrow. Stat!
Or get somebody else to do it if you don't want to do it.
No, do it.
No, get somebody like...
That causes too much mix up.
No, just call someone, be like, bro, I need you to call this number.
Yeah, but that's,
this is the
but
issue.
That's
We don't do things direct.
That's
But
betraying.
I'm living with the guy. I don't want to ruin the relationship with him.
You think if my brother's cheating on a girl, I will let you walk around in peace.
Yeah,
All my life, I'm ruining your life.
No,
if my brother's cheating on a woman, I'm ruining your life.
Wallahi al-Azim, I hear you. Wallahi al-Azim, I hear you. I want to tell her as well that this brother's cheating.
Okay.
I want her to know.
Yeah. Gang.
But to keep the family together.
Forget the family, man.
He did what he did, and he did what he did knowing that this is the repercussion in it. He didn't even keep his own family together.
I personally would like, same to you, less. I ain't gonna slap nobody. I just tell my brother, either you tell her or I will. Period. Like, get to telling. That's how I just be like, I'll be like, get to telling, and get to telling quickly.
With a deadline.
Get to know, like, by Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like, get to telling, or
Has
I
happened to
am.
one of your brethren before?
No, but I've had people around me that have been cheated on, innit?
I have a brother, and I'm literally thinking if it was him, and I'll say, listen,
Yeah, same.
tell her.
Yo.
The thing is, it doesn't even to be or I will. It's just tell her.
Yeah.
And tell her quick.
Yeah.
It's not even or I will, and that should be enough. That should be enough.
With this situation, because if it's like you knew your brother had a girlfriend, you didn't know her, and maybe it's early days and whatever.
No, but still, you should. Listen.
My loyalty would be strong with my brother there.
Max, what would you do?
But if it's this situation, where if you put a girl into your family where your brother is close with your girl, then you cheat on her.
Yeah.
That's too.
But it's
that's
not
too
really
much.
about loyalty. Like your brother's being a shit person. Like it's the same if your bedroom, if your bedroom cheated, on his partner, or whatever. I'd be telling my bedroom, you need to tell your partner you've cheated quickly. It's not to say I'm going to. It's just be a good, decent human being.
How can you be loyal to somebody who's disloyal?
He's a fool.
Do you see what I'm saying?
You can't be loyal to a.
Do you know what I mean?
That's very true.
If you're actually loyal to somebody,
And do you know what? I actually take back what I said because it's actually a double whammy on the girl as well. The fact that her friend also did not tell her.
Hey, come on, man.
Yeah, that's
because
that's
you know that'd be happening. That'd be happening. People be cheating, and now, like say this was me, I would be looking at the sister when I found out and thinks.
Yeah, no, she deserves.
Because sometimes, listen, with women as well, sometimes you find things out in your own way. I would be flinging at the sister, so you knew. But yesterday we went shopping.
And you never told me.
And you knew you're a dickhead. Okay, what would you guys do if it was like, oh, it was a one-off? It
doesn't matter.
You still got to speak up. Sorry.
It doesn't matter. Because like the thing is, what people don't understand yet, we're so like easy when it comes to cheating and like stepping out these days, where it's just like, oh, but were you texting or if you respect and you care about a person, you will not text another person. You will not link up with another. You won't fuck another person. You won't kiss another. If you really respect and love the person that you're with, like I think, like, and the thing is, especially like friends, I have friends around me. If you're cheating on your partner, I'm looking at you left. If you can be disloyal to the person that you love, supposedly more than anything in the world, what the hell can you do to me? Anything. You can leave me for dead, my guy. I think cheating is crazy, man. Like that is a big indicator of a person.
But what would you do if the girl knew that your guy knew about you as well?
English, get that in again.
No, what? Do that again.
Okay. The man that he's you got a boyfriend.
Yeah, he's
cheating on you
with
another woman.
She knows,
and she knows that he's also got a girlfriend. What would you do?
That's nothing to do with me.
Well,
she's a homewrecker, and I'll still tell her what's what, because I genuinely believe as a woman, if you know that somebody's in a relationship, leave them alone. What kind of bird behavior is that?
I'll be honest. I'll be honest.
Pigeon.
I wouldn't chat to the girl. If it was a girl I knew, cool. Obviously, like whatever. But if it was some random girl, she don't care about me. So whether she knew about me or not, she don't give a damn.
Yeah.
If it was someone I knew, say it was some girl I know and she's seen me, my man, and you. Yeah, I'm going to chat to you. Actually, I'm going to expose you so powerfully and so passionately on the internet. That's what I'm going to do. But if it's just some random girl, she don't owe me nothing. She don't give a damn about me. She don't care about me. So why am I going to cuss her? My thing is, I hate when people cheat and they find out whatever. and the girl starts trying to fight the girl.
Yeah, that's
fight your man.
The man is the
Fight
problem
your
there,
man.
yeah.
I don't know if you don't know this,
Oh.
but there is a WhatsApp and a Facebook page now with a lot of women,
Yep.
and every time they meet a new man,
Yep.
they send that picture in the
Oh
group
yeah,
chat,
my friend's on it.
and
Yeah.
they ask whether if
course.
anyone has any
And
flings
guess
with
what?
this
People
person.
comment and they're like, "I've got 3 kids with him. I've not seen him in 3 weeks."
Yeah.
And to be honest, I think that's very good.
Yeah.
Because men and
I
other,
think
and
that's
other people.
brother, it's very helpful. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
but
to
a
you.
lot-
I
a
haven't
lot-
used it, but I'm like, for
A
women,
lot of people
they've got to-
lie.
Yeah.
I know.
Bare people be
Yeah,
lying.
man.
People be saying, "Hi, I'm single. I've got no kids." They've actually got 4 kids and a wife.
And a
actually.
criminal record.
Yeah.
Heavy on that as well.
Hey!
Because you're a criminal in all
Hey,
aspects
now.
of your
Yeah,
life.
man.
That's why.
That's crazy.
Criminal
I don't know.
offences.
As a man, if you meet a woman, like, and you're obviously you're taken, but like, say you're taken. Oh, anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
In any situation.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Back production. If you guys meet a girl, do you ever have to go through any background checks of looking them up? Because I'll tell you.
Oh,
if I-
absolutely, absolutely.
If I meet a guy, and he
Absolutely.
asks me out, this is what I'm doing. I'm finding you on every platform that there is.
God,
I'm-
and you are exactly the
I'm
same.
finding your family.
know that, by the way.
There we go.
Can I just
I'm-
say, we
Yeah,
know
well-
you're the same.
Wow.
There we go.
We know.
I've
We
got a
learn more
brethren.
every
I've
week.
got a brethren that works in private investigation, so I'm running your name through their database.
What?
Well,
my God.
I don't play about my safety.
Wait,
go on
how
all
serious you have to
platforms.
be? Like how many
First
dates
date.
into first date you're doing this?
I'm not stepping out my house to meet a random man
Yeah.
for any form of communication if I've not done all these checks.
background check
I'm
that
running-
I
I'm
do
running-
is my
I'm running through a
MI5.
sex offenders list.
I'm MI5.
All of it.
Gosh.
That's very fair.
Hey, it's Max here. Send in your problems to the Got a Problem podcast by clicking the link below. I need advice. 2 exclamation marks. My neighbor keeps throwing things into my garden. They have young kids, so I appreciate at times it's the kids kicking the occasional ball over, but it's progressively gotten worse. They throw pieces of carpet over, shoes, items of clothing. Last week, I even found an apple-sized rocks thrown over. Imagine if I'd been sitting in my own garden and been hit by one. I'm not sure how to speak to the parents because I don't want it to feel like I'm telling them how to parent. But my God, it's so jarring.
Face the
How
parent.
could I approach them?
Chat them.
Face the parent.
Can I
Wow.
start by
First of all, I appreciate you came to us with this problem.
Yeah,
'Cause, wow, what a problem.
These 4 guys know the answer
They
to
got
my
it.
problems. Let me tell you this. This is my issue, right? Every single conversation ever had in this country, everyone is scared of. Like everyone thinks, oh, it's confrontation.
British culture.
Do you know what I mean? I hate it. It is
really
a
is.
conversation to go to your neighbor and
It's
say,
social
hi,
anxiety.
I hope you're well. Thank you so much. Like, and I love your children. Woo, you're being a great parent. They're chucking a bit of shit. So if you don't mind either putting something up there or telling them to play inside, that would be brilliant. Otherwise, I'm going to have to. That's what. Who's beefed? Who's crying?
No offense to you. I don't really feel like this is a dilemma. Just chat them.
It's a conversation.
Like,
yeah.
no, but like, I don't even think you even need our advice.
Just
chat them.
The petty guy that I am, yeah, I will pick it up. But do you want this back here?
Yeah,
Start
over the
throwing it
garden.
back.
Bop at you.
Just start throwing random stuff back yourself.
Just talk to the like.
Stone over the window.
I would understand if they came to us and said, "I've already tried to speak to them. What should I do next?" But you haven't even tried to speak to them. Just go next door and say, "Listen, Wagwan, stop throwing things over my balcony or whatever the hell it is." The end. That's it. And if they carry on, call the blood clot police. Yeah. How about that? How about that?
They're showing rocks the size of
No,
apples.
that's crazy.
Or do the
dangerous.
classic, confiscate the ball and never give it
Can you
back.
confiscate the rocks?
Yeah.
No.
The odd ball's okay.
I listen. I listen. I used to live on an
Carpet. Why is there carpet?
Innit?
Shoes.
I used to live on an estate where the people upstairs used to throw nappies out the window. What is going on? You have to speak. See these people, yeah. You have to speak to them so they can hear sense because they're missing sense. Because why would you be throwing carpet, shoe, rock across? Oh, am I a bin?
Okay, that's it for audience problems. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to Word on the Curb. If you want to join the community, look out for many more opportunities. And if you've got a problem, put it in the link below. We'll be sure to answer it.
And if you want more
Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.